First of all, can you tell me the year and the model?
Yeah, that's a 1977, and it's a 308 GTB. So B is the Berlinetta, so the top doesn't come off.
Okay.
And then the other version of that was GTS, which was a Spider, and just the top came off, like the old T-tops.
So why did you choose this particular car?
It was owned by a friend of mine. He was the second owner. The reason for the model was I could afford it, and it's basically an entry-level Ferrari. And I knew that my friend had it, it would be a good one. I looked at a lot of other 308s. That was the car I wanted to get. So the car I had before that was a Pantera, and I kind of liked the whole GT idea with the mid-engine cars.
I just heard, I'm like, you got really good
And
taste. 308 and the Pantera.
And so, yeah, when the Pantera went away, I ended up looking for a 308. Because all my buddies were buying Corvettes.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to do a Corvette, so, because everybody has Corvettes, so.
How often do you drive it?
Not enough. It's got 61,000 miles on, or 63,000 miles, and that's original. And I put on just about 60,000 of those.
In how long of a period?
I've had the car for almost 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so I've had it for quite some time.
So what do you love about it?
It's a Ferrari. It's a Ferrari. It's red. There's what's not to like. I mean, it's a unique car. It's not something that everybody can have. And I don't know, they're just a neat car. You know, anytime you go anywhere and you tell you got a Ferrari, you see the reaction. You know?
You got me.
You know, we go to dinner sometimes, and if we take that car, we park it by the front door, and everybody says, "Just leave it there. We don't want it to move." You know. So it's people. A lot of people think that you're snobby when you drive it, and I'm not a snobby person. And
You agreed to talk to me. So.
Yeah, there you go. So, but yeah, I like the car. It's got a unique sound to it. They're kind of fun to drive. They're expensive to fix, you know, if they break. So I learned a lot do my own stuff. So,
What's something that not a lot of people know about it? What's something unexpected, maybe?
the price, I think. I've been around. People say, "Wow, there goes a $100,000 Ferrari," because everybody's got a $100,000 Ferrari, but that's not the case. The car has been in the $30,000 range, which is, you know, a lot of people can afford a $30,000 car, so that's not a big deal. Now all of a sudden they've started to move, and I've seen them in the $60,000 to $80,000 range pretty frequently now. So, and it's not untypical for Ferraris to do that. They'll go along for a long period of time, and then all of a sudden they'll jump up.
So you're going to keep it as an investment?
No, I keep it because I like the car. There are guys that buy them strictly for investment. They'll put them in the garage. They don't drive them. They have their buddies come over. He takes the cover back. You know, hey, look at my Ferrari. Puts the cover back on it, and that's the end of that. What's the point?
Right.
Enzo Ferrari once said, "It's not a piece of furniture. It's a car. Drive it." And I go by that philosophy.
So what does your wife think of it? Maybe I should ask her.
Well, no, it's red, first of all. All our cars have to be red. And so that's one of the reasons it's been around so long, because it is red. And it's a pretty car. It's a pretty little car.
I agree.
It's a little low to the ground, so when you're driving in it, you feel like you're sort of like driving on the pavement. But it's a pretty car. So.
What's really kind of amazing is everybody knows the car.
Well, except the ones that think it's a Camaro.
Yeah, well, there's always those. But most generally, because of the Magnum TV series back in the 70s, so everybody recognizes the car. And so I guess that's kind of a neat thing. You drive down the road and you say, "Wow, there goes Magnum's car." You know?
Magnum, yeah.
He thinks it's a chick Magnum.
Yeah.
So last question.
Sure.
What if someone is looking to buy a 308, what would you tell them?
What would I tell them? Make sure you know what it is when you go to buy it. If you don't have a good history on it or don't know the car, you could spend serious amounts of money very rapidly for a basket case. And if you had to do a lot of engine repair or a lot of body repair, it gets costly, big time. So that would be my advice. If somebody's going to buy one, take your time, look at a lot of cars, and make sure you get a good one. They're out there. They're out there. But the bad ones are out there too. So, you know, yeah, I would just take your time. That'd be the best thing I could tell you.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure.